Hey folks, the Celtic Nerd here, bringing you another nerdy video. Now, I was planning on starting this video a little closer to the cantina, or even in the cantina of the upper city section of Taurus. However, Mission wants to talk, so Mission seems rather distant. Maybe you should talk to her.
Hey there, what can I do for you? Really? You want to know about me? Nobody's ever really been interested in me before. What do you want to know? Big Z's my family, you know? My parents, well, I guess they're dead. It was just me on my own until the day I saw Zalbar in the lower city. I could tell right away he was in trouble. This was before the gang wars were out of hand. But even then, the Volkers were scum. A few of them were hassling Big Z, trying to pick a fight, but he wasn't looking for trouble. Hey, nobody said the Volkers were smart, but there were 3 of them, so maybe they figured they could handle him. I don't know. Anyway, I don't like the Volkers at the best of times. And when I saw them picking on this poor Wookiee, all alone on a strange planet, overwhelmed by the big city, I just lost it. I screamed out, "Leave him alone, you core slimes!" and charged right at them. Well, one of them saw me coming and slapped me so hard he just about knocked me cold. Hey, I don't need a lecture from you. You ain't my mother. I knew what I was doing. Those Volkers didn't scare me. They're nothing but cowards. I knew how to deal with them. Of course, I never got the chance. I guess Zalbar didn't like seeing me get smacked around. He let out this howl and yanked that Volker a meter up off the ground and held him there by his throat. The other 2 screamed and ran off. Can't say I blame them. The first time you see an angry Wookiee up close, it isn't a pretty sight. I thought Zalbar was gonna rip that punk's arms off and beat him to death with his own fists. The Volker was so scared, he fainted. Or maybe it was Big Z's breath just knocked him out. I keep telling Zalbar to brush those choppers of his, but he never listens. Just stay upwind when he's speaking and you'll be fine. Anyway, I knew those Volkers would be back with friends, so I grabbed Zalbar and we took off. Ever since then, we've been a team. We look out for each other, you know? He was fleeing some kind of trouble back on Kashyyyk. That's all I know, really. Big Z doesn't like to talk about it. In case you didn't notice, he's the strong, silent type. Doesn't much matter to me, though. I accept him for what he is, not what he was. Me and Zalbar like to live in the present. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You think I can't take care of myself? I've got street smarts. I know how to get by on my own. In fact, I look out for Zalbar more than he looks out for me, you know? Big Z's a little bit too gullible to make it alone on the mean streets of the lower city. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Like I used to tell my brother, fast talk and slick words don't get the job done. My brother's a touchy subject, you know? It just so happens, I don't really feel like talking about him right now. Nothing personal. Let's just get back to the business at hand, okay?
Alright, let's see, folks. I'm actually curious, what age is Mission in Star Wars The Old Republic? Let's see. Oh, sorry, Knights of the Old Republic. Mission Val. Let's see, because I've always been curious, like, what age is she, like, because they always portray her as still being some, like, young kid. Like, the way all the like, some of our other characters interact with her. So, let's see. She was born in the year 3970 BBY. And, let's see, in 3956 BBY. Now remember, folks, we have to count backwards because the way the calendar system works in Star Wars is we use the Battle of Yavin as basically point zero. So if she was born, let's see, we need to subtract. So she was born 3970. We then take away in 3956. Sorry, 14? And hold on. They lived as a children on the Mandalorian Wars on Jedi War. We're older brother Griff Vow in 3963 BBY. Mission out Jedi Zane Carrick by disarming his attacker, Brejak. Do we meet this character, or is it just is this in the comics? Okay, yeah. So this was the comics, and also, in all fairness, this is. Oh no! So yeah, no. Sorry, folks. So she is 14 actually at this moment, because the full sentence is that I'm using as the 3956. I'm just going to read out this brief paragraph, like this brief sentence. In 3956 BBY, Zalbar was captured by Gamorrean slavers in the undercity sewers of Taris. Vow sought the help of the amnesiac character. So yeah, I'm not going to go into full details now. In all fairness, this game is extremely fucking old. So if you don't know I don't know if I should really be arguing spoilers. We're getting this old, but yeah, she is 14, and yet look at the height of her. And we know that Twi'leks do not age at a different rate. We know that from Ahsoka, from Star Wars Clone Wars, but like she is the height of fully grown men. Like okay, our characters are male. Okay, let's bring her to a human female. But she is 14. Dear God. Okay, no, she is okay. She is she is at the same height. Now, mind you, I did misspoke. Ahsoka is not a Twi'lek. She is a Togruta. Two completely different species. But no, I'm fairly certain Twi'leks do not age at a different rate, or they don't grow at a different rate. So hold on, let me look up Twi'leks. I need to, this is just wow, folks. Alright, so this will be under Legends. We need to ignore Disney's canon. Okay, let's see here. Biology and appearance. Twi'leks were a sentient species, mostly a hairless human. Actually, no. We would know that they age and grow at a normal pace, I believe, due to the show Star Wars Rebels and Star Wars Bad Batch. So yeah, I'm fairly certain there's no evidence to suggest that they mature at a much faster rate, like in terms of height. But yeah, oh my God, she is 14. Oh my God. So she's wow, she's a very deadly 14, given what she's gonna go through by the end of this game. Now it does make it so that folks, I am planning a dark side path. I know it's not canon. The canon of this story is the light side. I'm not following the canon. I'm doing my own story. So as such, I'm going to feel... There's going to be a certain moment in this game I'm going to feel really, really fucking awful about. Oh my God, I'm going to feel so bad. Oh yeah, we wanted to claim a bounty. Dear God.
I've been watching you on the dueling ring. Not bad for an amateur. I'm tempted to come out of retirement and show you what it's like to do battle against a real champion, but I only fight death matches. And not too many people are willing to step into the ring knowing they won't ever come out. How about you, stranger? You think you got what it takes? So you're the one doing Zax's dirty work. Well, I've got some bad news for you, little bounty hunter. There's no way you're bringing me in. This cantina is wired with a top-level security grid. You pull a weapon on me and the auto-fire turrets will fry you before you can even pull the trigger. Why would I ever want to leave here? I've got food and drinks, place to stay, and everybody treats me with the respect I've earned for my dueling career. But if you're set on collecting that bounty, I'll make you a deal. I kinda miss the fight game. My hand is itching for the feel of a blaster in my grip. I've seen you in the duel ring. You're just good enough to spark my interest. So I'll agree to face you in a death match. You win, you get to collect that bounty for killing me. Finally fresh meat. Azure will set it up. Go talk to him. It will take some time to arrange, so no point sticking around here until then. I'll be back when it's time for you to die.
Alright. Now, it looks like he uses a single blaster. So, we're about using the same thing. I don't know about his armor, folks. His armor could be giving him a significant boost. Now, I have a 26 to my armor, and I do have a plus 12 to hit with my blaster, and my blaster deals a minimum 2 damage to a maximum of 9. And I do have an energy shield that should help me against, you know, blaster damage. And I'm going to equip another shield so that way if he burns out my previous shield, I have something. Alright, let's do this.
Kinkon shashiken, neken kolnova mreleraje wana kumbes chimbala muli, tonera nano puata donko. Jipeda wata tuniran.
Oh, what?
Jipeda tuniran nano prata donko.
Okay, so we're going to leave and come back, because I want to deal with this bounty. Now. So, we're going to pop out, let the game autosave. There we go. I'm going to do a U-turn, back into the cantina.
Wata bogra tuana abok sercha chuba chona bendet kratuga kilewata kas kratu bisla mulirabut malia nitochang yon torong cheoefa chibedwana ni bobo.
Alright, here we go.
Narota ayot tago kanke dorba na yimejus kochis kanayo toga ya fulke gokola jiji wacha nechu.
So we can get a double payday
gentlemen,
for this fight.
come with me now on a journey to the savage days of years gone by, to a time when 2 combatants entered the arena and only 1 came out alive. They're illegal. They're banned. They've been outlawed for nearly 10 years, but we've got one for you tonight. A good old-fashioned death match. In this corner, a living legend. A man whose very name would make his opponents shake in their boots. if any of them were still alive. Out of retirement for one last battle, Bendak Starkiller! And who would be crazy enough to step into the ring with such a lethal legend? Who would be mad enough to face almost certain death merely for your enjoyment? Ladies and gentlemen, feast your wondering eyes on the mysterious stranger. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Let the death match begin!
Okay. So we're going to activate the energy shield. And he's starting off with a grenade. He is just pelting us with those grenades, folks. Now, grenades do not ignore armor, so we took the opportunity to use our sniper shots. Oh, there's a power strike. He's already burnt out one of the shields. There's another shield. Oh no! This better not be a stun lock situation, folks. He's dealing quite a significant amount of damage, even with our damage reductions. Again with the sniper shot crit. Alright, we're gonna have to use the little bit of exploit. Where's the utility items? There we go. There we go. Hopefully we'll snap out of it. Now looking at our shields and our high defense is really helping us out. There's another powerful blast. We're just gonna pop a med pack. And where is our shield? Whoa, where's our shield? We cannot activate another shield, folks, by the looks of it. He's at the burning out all our shields. Yeah, he burned out all our shields. Alright, there we go. Can we equip another one? Yeah, we can. Usable items. There we go. I don't know what type of blaster he's using, but like, how are his stats? Again with this sniper shot stun! Oh, shield's down. Alright, folks, we're almost gone. Oh, that damage reduction took off the enough damage to that to be 0. One more hit should finish him. And there we go, folks.
Bendak is down! It's over! It's over! The fight is over! Bendak Starkiller is down! Bendak Starkiller is dead! All hail the mysterious stranger, the greatest duelist to ever grace the rings of Taurus!
Alright, so we get a nice 105 XP for that.
Bendak Starkiller, GT Manumak, Bendak Nilurcha.
Alright, so we're getting his blaster, folks.
What the? Awis manaris, donjoneahakon patisaka puntasok, una turum.
Okay, so we got only 900 credits from that fight, folks, plus the blaster. So let's take a look at this blaster. Okay, so let's see if does it have the special property? It is upgradable. That is fantastic. Alright, so it is simply it is a model after the basic blaster pistol, hence why it's a D6. But it deals 2 to 7 damage. Pretty standard crit range, 20/20. We do get a +1 to our attack modifier, so we're more likely to land hits with it. So our maximum damage is going to go down, but we can give, at least it's upgradable, which means we can further amplify it. So I'm going to take this for myself, and we'll give mission. Oh no, actually. See, I have Cart outfitted in such a way so he is effective against both droids and non-droids, and I'm hesitant to give him a heavy pistol. So instead we're going to give we'll give Mission this pistol. She has no dual wielding skills. Yeah, no, she's a pure duelist. She only likes using one weapon at a time.
Yes?
So yeah, there's the blaster pistol. It has a bit of a blue hue to it, as opposed to like Cart's, steel one. All right, let's see if anyone has any special dialogue for defeating the champ.
This is great. You beat Bendick. You're a legend. Whenever anyone asks, I can say I was the first duelist the mysterious stranger ever beat in the ring. I'm gonna be famous.
I don't think you had a chance against Bendick, but you sure showed me. You showed us all. Too bad your career as a duelist is over now. I mean, nobody's gonna be stupid enough to go up against you anymore. Not even Twitch. Kind of funny, isn't it? You win the big match, and you kill your career.
Congratulations, stranger. I never thought anyone would beat Starkiller. Did you know it was because of him that I became a duelist in the first place? As a little girl, I used to dream of meeting him one day. When I finally did, the guy was a complete slime ball. It made me realize I had to be cold and ruthless to survive. Like him, and now he's dead. There's probably a lesson in there somewhere. Something for me to think about, at least. Congratulations again, stranger. And goodbye.
Twitch is my favorite. He's...
Hey, it's the mysterious stranger. Great match against Bendick Starkiller. Truly one for the...
Alright, so we're going to fast travel back to... Oh, well, we can't fast travel to the hideout from here. We're going to save. Alright, we're going to head inside. Alright, let's see. Now I'm going to take the upgrades out of Cart's weapons. I will always... It's going to sound like a little bit of a dickish thing to do, folks, but I'm always going to prioritize my equipment over my companions. Mostly due to the fact that my character is always going to be present. He will always be around. Whereas I might not always have the exact same companions, traveling with me. So here we go. We just added a scope to the rifle. Oh shit! Look at that, folks. Plus 13 to hit. That is amazing. So that means our minimum roll is 14. And wow. Now, mind you, the armor is calculated a little weird in this game, folks. So, like, remember, like, me wearing no armor with all my other bonuses is giving me an 18. Card will actually be a better example for just how weird armor calculation is. But, like, just look at that, folks. That plus 13. And we haven't even fully upgraded, I don't think, our dueling. Yeah, we haven't. So this will give us, you know, the plus extra to attacks. How are we with... And we're also basic pistol as well, folks. We... Now, because again, I want to improve my survivability with the toughness stuff. So I am going to be now increasing my survivability and my attack output by leveling up dueling next. But still, that is a shocker to see just how much damage I'm going to be able to do. So yeah, I wouldn't use mission as an example for how wonky this game's defense calculator is. So okay, so we have defense bonus 5, max dex bonus plus 4, okay? For a total of 18 that he's getting. If we switch him to be, you know, completely naked, it drops down to 13. So, and then if we look at his dexterity, he gets a plus 3. So, arguably, he has like a plus 3. So I think it's 10 maybe. Again, maybe it's like D&D, because again, like I don't think it is like D&D, where you get the base of 10. Actually, it might be, but because unfortunately the game doesn't give you any like things to read to find out whether or not it is. But yeah.
What?
So like we can hit pretty effective. Like we're pretty effective at hitting people now. So we need to go back to the Undercity now. Because we have mission in our party, we are liable now to potentially get a special dialogue scene outside, like in the other section of the Upper Sea. And since we have all these credits, we bought out the best gear from pretty much all the merchants here, except I haven't taken a look at this doctor's
welcome back.
Goods.
Of course.
So let's see. As I thought, it's mostly implants. Becomes immune to poison. Requires level 2. Yeah, we have no one who's going to be affected by this. This would have been useful against that final battle with that Mandalorian. Because I think what that implant would have done was made it so that I cannot be stunned. Alright, here we go. Now the special scene is just near the Sith military base.
Hey, Carr.
Oh.
You're a pilot for the Republic, right? You've been all over the galaxy, I bet, right? So tell me, how would you rate Tars compared to other worlds you've seen?
To be honest, Mission, Terrace would rate pretty low. The prejudice, the rich spoiling themselves while the poor are crushed beneath them. It's not a pretty picture.
Yeah, but that's only since the Sith occupation. Before that, well, I guess it wasn't all that different, really. Maybe Tars ain't as great as I thought, you know?
Trust me, Mission, there are a lot of worlds better than Terrace. There are worse, too, but Terrace is no place for a kid to live on her own. Even a kid who's got a Wookiee to look out for.
Hey, I ain't no kid. I look out for Zalbar as much as he looks out for me. Bixie's my friend, not my babysitter. Jeez, I come ask you a question, you give me a lecture.
Don't you snap at me, Missy. You want a lecture? How's this? Only bratty little children fly off the handle because of a simple comment.
I don't have to listen to you, Carr. You ain't my father, though you're sure old enough to be. So keep your lectures inside your withered old head, because I don't need them.
And I sure as hell don't need this. Look, let's just drop it and get back to what we were doing.
See, it's that's the type of interaction I was talking about. And now that I know her age is supposedly 14, like, it really puts that conversation into perspective.
Hey there, what can I do for you? I was a little snappish when we last talked. I'm sorry about that. I get a little touchy when it comes to Griff. It's kind of embarrassing telling people about him. It's complicated. Griff wasn't the most popular guy. He had his faults. But I still loved him, you know? Sometimes people don't understand. I never knew my parents. My brother always looked out for me. He's the one who brought me here to Tars. I was just a kid, only 5. But I remember the trip, if you could call it that. We were stuffed inside a packing crate in a starfreighter's cargo hold with just enough food and water to make the trip. Not exactly first class, you know? I don't know the whole story. I was pretty young, but my brother owed a lot of money. Might even have been a few arrest warrants out for him, I don't know. The only way to get off the planet was to smuggle ourselves out. I mean, I don't want to make it sound like we were criminals. Well, maybe my brother was. See, this is why I don't like to talk about it. It makes Griff sound worse than he really was. My brother had his problems, but he always looked out for me. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Without my brother, I don't know where I'd be. He gambled and drank, and he was always borrowing money for his latest get-rich-quick scheme. But he had a good heart, you know? He taught me how to survive, showed me how to slice into a computer security system, how to get inside a locked building without the entrance codes, and how to spot a wealthy mark for a quick shell game. Yeah, Griff did right by me. I really miss him since he left. I keep hoping he'll come back someday. He promised me he would. He fell in with a bad crowd. It's all Lena's fault. She's the one who took him from me. Just batted those long lashes at him and off he went. I don't want to talk about Griff and Lena. Just the thought of that space tramp makes my blood boil. Subject's closed as far as I'm concerned. If I'm gonna be any help to you, I can't be worrying about my brother running off with some intergalactic skank. So is there something else you need? Okay, have it your way.
Yep. Alright, so yeah, here we go, folks. It's with these people here.
Listen to me, people. There is a terrible scourge sweeping our planet. Heed my warning before it is too late.
This guy's just stirring up trouble. Sure,
a plague spreads through our...
If this crazy street preacher keeps on about war and days of reckoning, the Sith just might lock him away. This guy's just stirring up trouble. Sure,
a plague...
If this guy's just stirring up trouble. Sure, there's a lot of aliens on Terrace, but most of them stick to the lower city. Okay, I'm no alien lover, but I don't want to see them all...
Listen to me.
This guy's just stirring up... Okay, I'm no alien lover, but I don't want to see them all killed. This coop's way out of line.
So we have 2 racists who are like, "Whoa, boy,
Listen to me, people.
you are crazy."
Friends and fellow humans, I bring you a warning of a great plague spreading across our planet. Please, listen to me. My name is Gorton Kolu. Will you join my cause? We must band together if we are to stop the spread of vermin and scum throughout Taris. I am speaking of the hideous-looking aliens who walk the world of Taris. The Wookiees and Ithorians and Rhodians and Bith, all of them. Listen, friend, for these are dark times.
Do we have to stand here and listen to this space slug? He's starting to get on my nerves, you know?
Silence, alien scum! The presence of your kind is tolerated here on Taris, but a change is coming. That is why I, Gorton Kolu, have formed the Anti-Alien League. The time has come for action. We cannot sit idly by while aliens blight our glorious planet. You are like all the rest. You will not see the truth. On the day of reckoning, you will suffer with the rest of the alien lovers.
Come on, we should keep moving. Kook or no, people like him can make trouble for us.
It pains me to see that an alien lover such as yourself is still allowed to walk free. When the day of reckoning comes...
Hear that, laser brain? Sell it somewhere else, cause we ain't buying.
You are like all the rest.
Come on,
It's going to be very satisfying knowing what's going to happen to just fairly racist planet.
This elevator is off limits. It's obvious from the way you're dressed that... Well, why didn't you say so? Just be careful.
Yeah, we've went through this dialogue already, folks. Unfortunately, because we don't have the disguise anymore, he will very frequently stop us. Alright, so we're going to cash in on the bounty. And then we'll stop the video at that point, folks, and we'll start a new fresh recording with us making a bit more progress in some of the rest of the game's exploration. So here we go.
Eccoci qua. Ginom. Tombatora smattelia. Gioca con molera. Quien conjo pesha. No bacibeduana ni bobo. Chakachi chonai faudunga. Rundi haudung.
I think that's everyone. Let's see here. Let's check the journal. Nope, that's it. All, let's see. Bandix bounty. Yeah, so yeah, they each had their own bounty quest line. So yeah, we have now completed all the bounties. So let's see. We have invested, folks, in some upgrades to our gear. We have like we've now pretty much been to every merchant, and we've gotten the best weapons and armor that they tend to sell. So let's take a look here. What we have left now. So with that, by completing the arena and completing the bounties, and now again we have collected some credits from just doing some other small things, but nothing major. We are still left at 1,808 credits, so that is pretty fantastic. And we are currently about level 8, with our companions being very close. Okay, mission not so much, but some of our companions being close to reaching level 8 as well. So the next video, folks, is we're going to be going back to the Undercity, and we will pick up some side quests down there, and we will see what we can do. I'm the Celtic Nerd, signing out. One name, one sky.